Levan Saginashvili and Devon Larratt are going to have another go at the dominance of the world in arm wrestling on 20th of April this year. While Levan is fighting to prove that the crown he is holding for almost a year is his, and he can defend it against anybody who challenges it, Devon is fighting for the ultimate glory. During Levan's healing process, Devon was the only man who was persistent and committed enough to be deemed worthy of challenging him throughout the last year. Levan destroyed Devon a year before his last bout with Hermes Gasparini. Hermes lost to Levan, but he showed the arm wrestling mortals that the demigod bleeds as well. Hermes showed the way and Devon took it, and followed it, and destroyed everyone along this path which led him straight towards his goal. Now he waits in the base camp eagerly wanting to climb his Everest. Here's a power comparison of both of these gladiators before they enter the arena and start a war for the ultimate title of the super heavyweight champion of the world. The first category in which we compare these are their inside game. The ultimate weapon Devon possesses is his hook. He is the leader of Ottawa high hookers for a reason. Not many can come out when Devon curls his wrist, brings his shoulder forward, and sets them in a rock solid hook. You can ask Richard Lupke's Cherry Cadarat and roam back if you don't believe me. Levan's hook is equally impressive. He takes the technique deeper and turns his arm into an impregnable fortress. His hooking ability supersedes almost all of the super heavyweights with a considerable margin.
He gave. Levan Saginashvili there, allowing.
Devon gets 9 and Levan gets a solid 10 in this category. Let's test them outside on the table now. After his bout with Dave Chaffee in WAL 504, Devon is known for his ugly King's move and holding his opponents outside in a pronated curl, which in turn bleeds them only to be devoured by Devon like a Komodo dragon. He mixes it with an amazing top roll and a recipe of destruction is ready. Levan possesses the upper body strength of a silverback gorilla. When he pulls back and turns his wrist for a top roll, there is no escape left for his opponent. His top roll is second to none in the sport. They both get a 10 for this one. The next category is side pressure. Levan is undoubtedly the king of side pressure in the heavyweight division. His application of this technique immediately after the ready go is highly effective and has proven to be deadly almost every time he executed it. Devon, on the other hand, is more of a dragster who likes to defend more than attack. He applies side pressure only when he knows he is a level above than his opponent. Levan secures a 10 again and Devon has to be contained with a 9 here as well. After side pressure comes shoulder pressure. Devon and Levan both have a similar kind of shoulder press technique. The difference lies in the execution timing. Devon uses it to seal his victory after a long fought outside battle, whereas Levan rarely uses it, but when he does it to show his dominance. They both get 9.5 in this one. Next comes the most important part of the body, that is the brain, and the category is table IQ. This is the first category where Devon beats Levan and all the other athletes except probably one.
Go hard, baby!
Levan's table IQ is not that far behind though. Hence, a 9 for Levan and an intelligent 10 for Mr. Larratt. Now comes the experience. This one is a no-brainer. There is a 14-year difference between them, so Devon gets a 10, whereas Levan, with an impeccable winning streak, gets a shining 9.5 here. Wrist is the next one, and we all know how incredible Levan's wrist control is. His ability to contain any attack within his wrist flexion is unnatural and immensely powerful. His match with Dave Chaffee is an example of Levan's superior wrist containment. Devon's wrist is also not very far away, but not quite at Levan's level. Still, he gets an impressive 9.5 against Levan's another 10. Hand control is the next category, and we can come to a unanimous decision that Devon is the supreme overlord of this category. The numerous options Devon displays while handling an attack is outwardly sometimes. Levan is a very close contender for this one, as he gets a solid 9.5 against Devon's perfect 10. The next category is explosiveness. Devon loves to test his ground with long, tiring battles, while Levan finishes off his opponents quickly and effectively. Therefore, he gets 9.5 and Devon an 8 on this one. The last but not at all the least is endurance. Devon is a lactic acid freak, whereas Levan needed extra oxygen when Hermes stopped him in almost every round of their epic encounter. I am not going to explain why Devon is getting a 10 and Levan gets a 9 in this category. Overall, Devon gets 95 and Levan gets 96 out of 100. Levan wins the battle of cards here, but can he win the war ahead? Only time will tell. If you like my content and love arm wrestling, then like, share and subscribe. Keep healthy, keep hustling. This is Nitin Vats signing off.